Greetings and welcome to my humble abode. My name is Kimberly, aka Madre, and today's topic is going to be relationships and how to avoid the drama. Um, and while I talk, I'm going to finish. I've been chewing the polish off my nails, so I'm going to finish taking off the polish. So if I get sidetracked, you'll know why. Oh, and before I go any further, apparently I do have the thyroids of a 13-year-old black girl. Um, Essentially, I'm just anemic. My iron is incredibly low. So my iron level is 23, and my ferritin's 2.9, and that needs to be between 24 and 366. So I'm thinking 2.9. She said that's the lowest she's ever seen. I wish someone would say that about my weight, but that never happens. Anywho, all right, so I was talking with a friend of mine on the telephone this morning, and we were talking about stuff and things and people and relationships and just, all sorts of different stuff. And how, I guess, she's been having some issues with some people and, their negativity and wanting to start trouble and wanting to start drama. And, she was talking about what her, plan of action was to deal with it. And, she told me. And, everybody has their own way of dealing with stuff. And, of course, I asked her if she wanted my opinion. Because I'm one of these type of people. I won't give it to you unless you ask for it. And, of course, she did. Because why wouldn't she want my opinion? And apparently these are people that some of these people she works with. And she's friends with them on the social media. But apparently they stalk her social medias and then want to run their little mouths and do their little gossip and yada, yada, yada. And, my advice to her was just block them from everything. Don't let them see anything. One of her friends had made the comment, well, just post all this, that, and the other and make them think that you're doing. Here's the thing. That takes energy, okay? And people know when you're doing stuff just to be a certain way. People know that, and then they're going to talk shit about you more. So I truly believe, and have for some time, that the way to completely avoid drama. And in this particular instance, like I advised her, delete and block them. She's going to have to see him at work for a little bit. But, you know what? The kind of job that she does and the kind of place that she works is a very fast-paced kind of deal. And there's really not a whole lot of time for bullshit. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be a hardship just to go in and say, you know what, piss on y'all. Because here's the thing. Here's the way I look at drama. This is just my little take on it. I'm really big on analogies, so here's one for you. Let's say that you're sitting at home one day, taking your nail polish off. Life's good, you're drinking your kosh, your hair's looking pretty fabulous, when lo and behold, someone knocks at your door, and you open your door, and there's someone standing there holding a dead possum. Not only are they holding a dead possum, but the dead possum's asshole is hanging out. And they say, here, I brought you a dead possum with its asshole hanging out. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to break out in a huge smile and joyfully take that dead possum with its asshole hanging out and bring it into your house and put it on display? No. You're going to shut the door in whoever's face it is. You might punch him in the clam. You might say, get the hell off my stoop. But you're certainly not going to engage in whatever it is they're bringing, which, like I said, in this case, is a dead possum with its asshole hanging out. So it's the same with drama. When people bring you drama by either their attitudes or their gossip or their negativity or just their presence, you don't put it on display. You don't welcome it and put it out for display. You slam the door in its face. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, when the devil knocks at your door, you got two choices. You can either invite him in to dance, or you can shut the door and run like hell. I'm a firm believer in shutting the door and running like hell. Because here's the thing, people will only affect you if you allow them to. Point blank, period. And what it has to come down to is your level of peace. Because you can't put a price on that. You know, people oftentimes will say to me, you never leave your house, you never go nowhere, you never do nothing. Why is that? Because I'm perfectly content at home. I have some lovely friendships. I have wonderful friendships. And that's wonderful and perfect and fine and great, and I'm blessed. But I keep my circle very small. And I keep my circle very small on purpose. And the kind of friendships that I have don't require a lot of watering. They're not the plants that require watering all the time, because the roots are firmly planted, you see, firmly planted roots. And so they continue to grow without a whole lot of attention. And to me, those are the best kind of friendships, the ones where you're not constantly having to, you know, because they know you, you know them, y'all got each other back, life is good, you know. And that's how it's supposed to be, you know. I don't go out and get mixed up in no hoopla, because why won't this come off my nail? I don't go out and get mixed up in no hoopla just because it does not add value to my life. And I think that's something else that you have to ask yourself about anything, whether it be a relationship, a friendship, a situation, a job. This will not come. What is that? You have to ask yourself, will this add value to my life? And if it doesn't, let it go. Because here's the thing, the people that truly love you and the people who are truly down for you are going to defend you. They're going to uphold you. They're going to pray for you. They're going to pray with you. And they're going to be about you. Okay, now let's not be all noisy and shit up in here. Okay? I don't want to have to come out and, you know, start bitch slapping people. Those are the people who are real. Those are the people who you know that you can count on. Those are the people who do really, truly have your best interests at heart. And those are the people that you can trust. These other people, like that meme that I posted this morning, you is petty, you is messy, and you is extra. And unfortunately, I don't know, I have to scrape this shit off. Unfortunately, there are a lot of people that are like that. There are some people, honey, that need drama the way they need air. And they cannot function without it. And, you know, their goal, I think, sometimes is to see how many people they can make miserable, because they're miserable. And I think that's what it boils down to. Because happy people, you know, what is it they say? Hurt people hurt people. And I think there's a certain element of truth to that. Happy people don't worry about that. Happy people don't even think to do shit to make other people miserable. Why? Because they're happy. And they want other people to be happy. So if you got folk in your life that are they're not adding value, they're causing you grief, they don't have your best interest at heart, and you get that feeling in the pit of your stomach whenever you're around them, Get rid of them. Just get rid of them. Show them to the balcony. Because like I said this morning, not everybody deserves a front row seat to your life. They don't deserve it. So why give it to them? You know? Why allow someone, why give someone the power to upset you? Because that's what it boils down to. The accountability and the responsibility rests on us. People going to do what people going to do. We know this. And not everybody's kind. Not everybody's nice. And like clearly not everybody has our best interest at heart. It's a given. It happens every day. But the difference is how we handle it. Are we going to enable that behavior? Are we going to allow that behavior to continue? Or are we going to say, you know what, piss on this. I'm going to take a shit and choose our own peace and happiness over it. You know, I'm one of these type of people. I want everybody, I wish we lived in a world where just everybody was happy. That's what I want. I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to have a good life. I want everybody to be happy and healthy and productive, and I want their lives to be filled with joy and good things, and I think that's wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to hope for. Not just from our friends and family, just for people, for society in general. Because I think when people are happy, that it gets perpetuated. You know, it's that whole pay it forward. That's what I like to do. Gay it forward. But you are the master, you are the architect, if you will, of your life, of your structure. You know, think of your life as a house. You know, think of your dream house. Think of a house that you just would have every single thing that you ever wanted. You know, all the comforts, all these things that you could possibly imagine fit into one spot. Okay? Now, parlay that into your life. Think about all the things you want out of your life and in your life. You know, the peace, the harmony, the cohesiveness, the good friendships, the solid relationships, the honesty, the respect. All those materials can be formed together to build the life that you want. And you are the architect. So, why are you going to build a house with some substandard materials? And the folk that are around to cause you grief, and the folk that are around to bring you drama, are substandard materials. Let them go. Go to Lowe's and pick up some new ones that are hanging out front. Now, the ones that say $5, me love you long time, let them go, because they're doing something entirely different. You don't want none of that. But why in the hell is that so hard to come off? I'm gonna have to investigate this. But anyway, and I realize that this probably could have been presented a little more organized, in a more organized fashion, but I don't do organized when it comes to rambling and talking. I can organize cabinets, closets, shelves. Thoughts? Not so much. Not so much. But anyway, one of these days I'll have to figure out, because apparently no one's viewing this. 0 viewers. Well, you know what? Piss on you people. One of these days I'll have to figure out how to do this to where people can like come and I can invite them and they can ask questions and we can just have real fun times about it. But I have no clue how to do any of that. So, but anywho, well, I've about got the polish stripped from my nails, so now it's about the buffing and the shining and the polishing and all that. So, but anyway, thank you for listening. If you find that you're going through a similar sort of situation, hopefully something was said here that may give you some clarity or some insight, or may be helpful to you in some way. shape, or form. I hope so. But anyway, you all take care, and I will talk with you next time.